Densu no Super Saiyajin, also simply known as Legendary Saiyan or Legendary Super Saiyan. And that is reserved only for the Dragon Ball Z Broly. And yet, here we have Berserk, a state that is similar to Legendary Super Saiyan. And that's the thing we're going to be discussing today. What if Legendary Super Saiyan Berserk was canon? Because the reason why I say Legendary Super Saiyan and Berserk, both of them are similar. But what if they were the same transformation? And that's what we're gonna explore today. And before we get into this, no, Dragon Ball Super Broly is not the Legendary Super Saiyan. And y'all may be thinking, what's with the green hair? That is him mixing it up his wrathful form with his Super Saiyan form. And also, we are not going to be talking about the Super Saiyan Berserk in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, because that is pretty much non-canon, and that is only be obtainable by Cumber, So, that being said, let's begin. We're going to be starting off with how to trigger the transformation for the first time, the usage and power, and how to transform into it. So, that being said, let's begin. Being a baby, having the biggest higher level power in Planet Vegeta, King Vegeta saw this out of pure jealousy or something like that, and he had the baby executed. And Paragus tried to save his son from King Vegeta. King Vegeta thought he, executed, Paragus as well. So he threw baby Broly and Paragus out like trash. And as he willingly saved Paragus from Planet Vegeta's destruction as a doomed infant, baby Broly's reaction when waking up, realizing, Paragus going to implant the crown on him in later flashbacks, because he relished of death and destruction as the others. So maybe now, for the new people who wondering why he has that crown on his head, that is a crown to control Broly's latent power. So Paragus fears Broly's power. That's why he implanted the crown on his head. And we're going to be discussing the transformation of the Legendary Super Saiyan transformation of Broly. So now, we're going to be talking about the Legendary Super Saiyan form that Broly triggered in the movie. So, as we all heard, we've seen Goku and Broly have another stare down. As Broly walks slowly, Vegeta has attacking Broly, throwing ki blasts at him, while Broly in his Super Saiyan form, yes, the blue one, do not mistake it, that's not Super Saiyan Blue, it is Super Saiyan Restraint, as we all know the color tints, as Broly screams angrily, roaring, causing the planet to rumble. And once that happens, his eyes, his mouth is glowing, he exploded, it changed color palettes, and that's where we see him in his legendary Super Saiyan form. So we're going to be going over so that's, we know how he transformed into it. So we're going to be going over the usage and power of the legendary Super Saiyan form. Okay, before we go over the usage and power of it, the legendary Super Saiyan's appearance is very distinguishable than the other forms of Super Saiyan. The hair of the legendary Super Saiyans, it is a greenish yellow type of hair, and their pupil iris becoming almost invisible, making them look like actual monsters when someone transforms. And the legendary Super Saiyan form also increases their muscle, body size, and height, and increases greatly. but their size did not affect their speed. And no, do not compare this with Super Saiyan Grade 3 Trunks in the Cell Saga, because he's still pretty much, his hair is not greenish yellow, even though his muscle and size is greatly big, but he still contains his pupils in. So do not compare that to Cell Saga Trunks with his Super Saiyan Grade 3. So let's go over the usage and power. And the power, speed, and strength, and energy and endurance of the users increase greatly. In the legendary Super Saiyan form, the user can easily can take very powerful attacks, not gaining a stretch. In this form we see in the movie, Broly fought Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Trunks in their Super Saiyan state, and clearly, and also Piccolo, a Super Namekian, who was nearly probably fused with Kami. Well, in the continuity of the Cell Saga, I think the movie take place during Cell Saga. I digress. But he was still clearly winning. They were unable to hurt him. Only after Goku have taken the energy of all the fighters, of all Saiyans, and a Super Namekian to defeat Broly. In the second appearance, he went and took on a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in his legendary Super Saiyan form and easily overpowers him. However, Gohan was able to do damage to him, but it only took both Gohan, Goten, and even Goku, who done a family Kamehameha, to take him down. Oh, also Trunks did pretty much help them to defeat him in the end, but it's clearly to see that the legendary Super Saiyan form, it is very, very powerful, and it is very, very makes you endurable. But however, the risk of it is, in the manga they stated, once you're in this state, when you berserk, when you lose a lot of energy and you'll self-destruct. But so far, I don't see Broly clearly going on a rampage or anything. He just basically attacking the Z-Fire. So basically, I don't think Broly will have self-destruct or anything. So yeah. Upon further investigation, I knew it doesn't take just anger alone from legendary Super Saiyan. So I decided to look up how to trigger it than legendary Super Saiyan, because I know it's more than just anger. Because upon investigation, legendary Super Saiyan form, how to unlock it is intense negative emotions such as hatred, anger, and sorrow play a key role. And intense anger and hatred, and we see that in the movie of Broly's intense hatred for Goku, and that's what triggers the legendary Super Saiyan form. So that is pretty much all I can say about Broly's legendary Super Saiyan form. And if there's anything else I missed out on, please let me know in the comments down below. And now let's go over to Universe 6's legendary Super Saiyan Berserk, Kale.
I am a devil!
Now, let's go over now to Kale. But some of you people may think Kale is boring, but quick moment here. I kind of like Kale from the both anime and in the manga. So let us go over her coming to play. When in Universe 7 selecting the team, Kale is was one of those old folks from another universe pictured by Grand Kai, Okai. I'm gonna call him Elder Kai. She is a gang in Khalifa's gang as well as Khalifa's protege. Kale is often looked down upon other Saiyans in Universe 6 for her timid personality. But in the manga, Kale is with Khalifa, when she and her henchmen steal from the other Sadala army members who coming in her turf. So, in the anime, Kaba teaches Caulifla how to obtain Super Saiyan form. Kaba and Caulifla working together to help Kale obtain it. Intentionally, it doesn't work. After seeing Kaba and Caulifla, Kale is unleashed upon her anger in utilizing that Berserker state. Upon Berserker, she calls out Kaba and officially attacks him. And Kale almost succeeded, however. But that is really kind of lame to me. Okay, the form is cool, but her triggering it is very, very lame. So I'm gonna go to the manga version of it first before. Upon the manga, it stated that Kale was holding back her power because she's afraid that Caulifla will be, sad or anything, that she will be surpassed by Kale. That's why Kale completely hold back her power. But after Kaba telling her how to pretty much, go all out, but after seeing Caulifla being damaged by Frieza in his golden form, that's when she says anyone who harms Sis will be eliminated. But yeah, but to me, I kind of prefer the manga a lot more better than the anime. But in anime, she just, is, you're going to take my only one away from me, but yeah. But I like both anime Kale and manga Kale, their forms. But I like manga Kale a lot more better because, one, they introduced the legendary Super Saiyan form by Kaba directly, and second, she decided to stop holding back and make Caulifla proud in the manga. But then in the anime, she just so obsessed with her, saying, you're going to take her away from me, but anything like that. But now we're going over the triggering for the Berserker legendary Saiyan state. Let us go over the usage and power of Super Saiyan Berserk. We are going to be going over the manga first, then the anime of Kale. And the reason why I say manga first is this here. Remember what I said on you eventually run out of, you have endless, you go be in an endless rampage until you run out of energy and die. But they stated in the manga that Kale not only, is the legendary Super Saiyan, but eventually, if she run out of energy, you will die. And she is really resilient. She was absolutely wild in the manga, but in the anime, you see she is managed to take on a Super Saiyan Blue Goku, taking on a full blast Kamehameha, and literally Berserker state is literally legendary Super Saiyan. Both of them are similar, but they have the same power. And again, I'm gonna have to play this clip what Vegeta said and then turn him into power.
We don't know what we're dealing with. That could be the legendary Super Saiyan form our ancestors spoke of.
The way he said it could be the legendary Super Saiyan form their ancestors spoke of. But in the manga sense, but in the anime sense, Berserker form takes some of the traits the legendary Super Saiyan have. So yeah, I hope I have gone over them the best way I can, but I'm gonna go on the what if scenario. So, with both forms are explained, and what if they make it canon by calling Berserker form into legendary Super Saiyan Berserk? That would have been a perfect title for it. In the manga, they did made it canon by appearing it by saying that the modern Saiyan appearing every once to 1,000 years, but that's in the manga states. But what if they made it canon and determined the power? And Vegeta says, oh, look at that form. Could it be the legendary Super Saiyan form our ancestor spoke of? And once Kaba realizing this, he somewhat going to this is just a what if. This is a what if scenario. If Kaba heard what Vegeta said, he will turn turn to Goku and Kale in panic and saying that, oh no, you telling me that Kale is the legendary Saiyan? And once they said that, Kale starts to attack Goku, and basically with Vegeta and Kaba realizing that if Kale runs out of energy, she could potentially die. So basically what Kaba do, he flies off to find Caulifla and tells her that Kale's the legendary Super Saiyan, and telling her that if they don't calm Kale down now, she'll die in the form. Because to be honest, if you're a legendary Super Saiyan, you have endless amount of energy, and you'll start rampaging. The only way for you to not die, you can either control it before you'll explode or self-destruct. So, seeing this, she could have, tried to find a way to calm Kale down. We have both Goku, Kaba, and Goku team up together to calm, calm Kale down. But after that, as we saw in the anime, Jiren, basically pretty much one-shots Kale. And how I see this here, once she turns legendary Super Saiyan again, she fully mastered it, and we can call it legendary Super Saiyan Berserk controlled, and so on and so forth. And later on in the anime, where both Caulifla and Kale fighting against the Pride Troopers, and her somehow mastering her legendary Super Saiyan form, she merged it with Super Saiyan 2. We can have it either a legendary Super Saiyan 2 Berserk control, I think, legendary Super Saiyan 2, whatever you call it. She pretty much basically knocks the Pride Troopers out. And moving over to her fight with Kale and Caulifla's fight with Goku, they could probably in legendary Super Saiyan 2 Kale versus Super Saiyan 2 Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla against Goku. And once they fought and they realizing they have no way to win this, they merged, and we would have legendary Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. That would have been amazing. Just imagine merging with two bodies merging together and have this insane amount controlled within it. That would have been a good way to reintroduce legendary Super Saiyan and in Dragon Ball Super. And I know some people might say it should be canon when Vegeta mentioned it. The way he said it, he said that could be the legendary Super Saiyan form his ancestor spoke of. But as of this point now, it's for sure that legendary Super Saiyan is canon. And again, I know what Toei was trying to go through by making the episode turning into Broly, making Kale a female Broly. Again, I like Kale, I like the potential she has, but I would have loved if they would have continued the continuation of the manga Kale in the anime, calling her legendary Super Saiyan or legendary Super Saiyan Berserk. But because as of this point now, legendary Super Saiyan Berserk what could have been a perfect title for Kale, but instead they had to make it called Berserk. And now we have two Berserks. Super Saiyan Berserk in Super, the green hair form, and Super Saiyan Berserk from Super Dragon Ball Heroes, where the dark aura infected Goku and giving him that. So anyways, that is all I have to say, and I'll have I have plenty more forms I would love to talk about. But anyways, that's all I want to say, and that's how I really feel about it, because Legendary Super Saiyan is one of my favorite transformations, along with Rose and Blue. So, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give this video a like, comment, subscribe, and join the Undead Army today, and click on that bell icon so that way you don't miss any of my content, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, and out.
I did it! I actually won!